Okay, hello everyone, my name is Jason. I'm a channeler and a Course in Miracles student, and today marks my first year anniversary of me channeling, actually showing my face, coming out into the public in a sense. And so it's my first year anniversary, and so I guess it was timely that yesterday I gave I also do some sound healing, and I gave one of my flyers to a friend of mine, another musician. And when he saw the flyer, he started basically kind of bashing the whole concept of sound healing and spirituality and all these kind of things. And I was a bit shocked. I was shocked into silence. I was kind of glossed over, like, what is happening right now? Because I really wasn't expecting that answer from him. But I was talking with my guides about it, and they said that for me, it's very important for me to be more and more open about what it is that I'm doing, that I'm channeling, and that I'm doing the sound healing and these sorts of things, so that I'm talking to beings from other dimensions and from outer space. I'm talking to aliens, I'm talking to mermaids, and that it's important for me to be honest about it. And this will trigger people. And just like my friend yesterday, he was triggered by it. I pushed a button that it brought up things in him that needed to be brought up, just by being honest about who I am, which was very interesting. And this is what they're saying, that it's important for me to be honest about who I am, and that will trigger some people, and that is good, because the triggering it's their trip. They need to go on these trips, and this is the time for things to be triggered. And so and this doesn't just apply to me, this is to all of you as well, that it's time for all of us to be ourselves, and we know some people are going to be offended by that or triggered by that. And it is not our job to convince them that what we're doing is good or bad or whatever it is, authentic or not authentic. That's fine. That's their trip. That's up to them. But that's the beauty of it. Our job is just to be who we are. Perfect, right? And there's a parallel, of course, these past 3 years of craziness, or we're going 4 years, I think, where politics, and I guess it's still going on a lot. With politics, there are certain trigger words that people are using, and trigger people too. There's people that have been used as triggers, and it just makes people go bonkers. And it shouldn't, right? If you're a Course in Miracles student, you would understand, well, how can a person, or how can a word make me go crazy or lose my emotional stability or lose my peace? But that's the whole point, and that's what needs to come up, is realizing, but wait, hold on a second, why was I so upset about this thing? And so that's what this is about. And what an easy job. Just be yourself, just express your own truth. And so that was the first thing I wanted to say. The second thing I wanted to say is that I had an amazing session with a quantum healing session, and I really, really recommend her. And she is starting her business up from around September. So around September, I'll give you all the details, but I'll just tell you about my amazing session. It was a quantum healing session where you go deep into hypnotize, I guess you could call it that. Yeah, it's kind of the based originally on the Dolores Cannon kind of style, but it is morphed into many different styles. And so it was quantum healing, and so you go into a deep meditation, and you're guided to go into different past lives and future lives. And it's amazing. I mean, I can speak with my guides, but to have someone facilitate this and to go really, really, really deep was just, I felt so wonderful afterwards. I mean, the whole day afterwards, I was just at such peace, such a wonderful sense of peace. So if you're interested in this, I really, really recommend it. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about was, in one of my previous videos, Isis was talking about time and our ability as human beings on this planet at this moment, that we have this superpower, that we can be in time and out of time, that we can experience this time second to second, and then we can also go into meditation and be outside of time, outside of space. And so So my question is are we one of the only beings that are capable of doing this, or are there other beings? And yeah, so if they could give more information about that. Greetings. We are Isis, and yes, this is a wonderful question. So you are very, very special beings at the moment, because you are at the end of this period of time. You're at the end of a period of time on your planet, and this is a beautiful time for all of you, but you are at an end of a period of time, but you're also able to get outside of that time. Many people would like to be, or many beings we might say, would like to be inside the time that you're in at this moment, to be experiencing it as you are experiencing it, because it is a very, very, very what would we say, delectable time in the universe. So every second is so rich and so full of experience, and so full of every second is almost a lifetime in this time that you're in at the moment. And so many beings are watching outside of time, outside of space, and they are watching all of the things that are going on, and they're in a sense living vicariously through all of you, kind of getting to see, like watching a movie, I guess you might say, and you are the amazing actors in this amazing movie, and you're able to experience second to second. Now, you are not the only beings in the universe that are able to do this, and there have been different beings at different times in the universe that have done the similar thing to what you are doing. Similar, we say it's not the same. This is a very unique experience that you're going through at the moment. But there have been similar experiences where people can come inside time and inside space, and then they're able to go outside. But this is, your time now is very unique, because you have the ability and the knowledge on a worldwide level of this information. The information has become much more available now, and so you are able to be in and out of both realities. And another very, very important thing that this being hasn't touched on, but this one thing that this being went through when he talked with his Lathorian guides, when he was in his session, is that some of your starseed families, they do not have access to all of the things that you have access to here on Earth. You have access to all of your chakras, everything. You have access to both all of the beauty, and then all of the things that are not beautiful, all of the darkness and all of the light. And you have access to both of them. They are there for you, right in front of you, and you have the choice. You have that choice to make. Now, a lot of these homeworlds, they do not have a choice. They don't have a choice between these things. The choice has been made for them. And this is actually where a lot of them have gone wrong, and a lot of the reasons why they sent you down here, you as starseeds, to experience everything. You get everything in one day. You can experience, you might say, heaven and hell many times over. And this experience is very, very unique to your world at this moment, to your time, and you can experience it second by second. And this is what we are saying. This is the gift that you were given. And so one thing that we would say, and that we have said before, is that we would love you to try to just appreciate these roller coaster rides of emotions. That this is a very unique experience, and this is something that you came down to experience and to ride through, and to find a way to integrate the dark and the light into, so seeing both of them and understanding that they both don't exist. And this is so your superpowers, because you are super creators. You are here to bring the dark and the light together into a unity consciousness, into light, realizing that there is no dark and there is no light, realizing that you're in an illusion while you're in the illusion. And so this is your superpower ability. So you see the illusion second to second, and you can feel everything so very vividly, but you can also step out and realize that it is just an illusion, and that you are always at peace, because that is what is really there. That all of these things, all of these dark and this light, this yin and yang, is just a part of this illusion. And it's a very integral part of this illusion. It's important. This illusion needs both sides in order to create a true illusion, and in order to facilitate your experience of everything. not just the light and not just the dark, but both at the same time, all of the time. And so this is, but we also recommend for all of you who do not have a spiritual practice at this moment, to please find a spiritual practice. Anything will do. Just getting quiet for a few seconds out of your day, anything will do, so that you can step out of time, step out of space, and step into timelessness and spacelessness, and be able to look at your experience here. It's so important, as the energies increase more and more, that you are able to step out and just take a step back from your life, take a step back from everything. Just take a few steps, take a few breaths, and understand that you are having this amazing experience here, but that it is also an illusion, and so that you can experience both. It's important that you're able to do this. This is one of your superpowers, and we would recommend all of you to do it. There are so many spiritual practices out there. Find the one that works for you. And there's no right or wrong with these. It's whatever works with you, whatever works for you, whatever you feel deep down in your heart that brings you peace. That is it. So even, for example, it could be playing the piano, it could be singing a song, it could be meditating, it could be anything, but we would recommend for all of you to find something that will enable you to take you outside of time for a little bit, and then be able to come back in time. So this is our message to you, with love and peace, which are the only messages ever that are truly there. We are Isis, and we are here to help whenever you need our help. Okay, so yep, that's that. I think that's everything for now. Yeah. So cheers, everyone. Thank you very much for watching, and hey, 1 year anniversary. Woohoo!